Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. It is I, the Corporal, bringing you a Lego MOC video. So I made X-15 from the Lego MMO. Yeah, the minifigure MMO. I think that is dead and all that. I made the robot from it, the boss fight. So I watched a video on Blacktron's lore and everything. I learned that they had this was a while back, that they had a mercenary company working for them. And I forgot to actually fix this part, but called the Centurions. And using the images, which there are a few of the robot boss and everything, I do have. There's two different robots. There's like a rocket launcher one, and this is the big boss one. I made the robot as accurately as I can. I used the Darth Vader mech, the legs, to make this robot, and I plan on making the other one as well, using the legs and everything. But yeah, I really wanted to have like a boss robot, and I changed up the gun. The gun only had 3 prongs, but it was so frail and weak that I couldn't use it. It kept falling off. So I did that, and it does you can rotate it. And I also changed out the arm because it looked like it had a kind of a piston for an arm and all that. So I was like, well, I couldn't figure out how to build it, so I just made a hand and all that. And so, yeah, that's what I just did with it. Anything, just a normal hand, nothing special. The arms were a little bit off because I believe it's one solid piece that makes up the arms for this thing, like the connections. And the body was weird too because it's one bigger ball joint, like a bionicle one, and everything. So using this little ball joint, it's a little bit top heavy, and even the legs aren't the best because they're always arched. So he's always either looking up, looks like he's kind of squatting. But other than that, the proportions came out pretty well, and all that. He has the general shape and design and everything. The back was a bit of a pain because it looks like his jetpack actually uses flick fire missiles. So I did get those, as you can see. They do flick out and all that. But it was really hard to kind of build this thing. I had to get these specialized bricks with the studs all over to do that. And this one isn't updated. I forgot to do that. But I also had to use, these headlamp pieces, you can see right here, to get the slope on. And it's a very tight fit because I don't think it's actually like properly on there. Like it's probably off by like just like some micrometer that gives it a tight fit. So yeah, and even the antenna is not correct. It's supposed to be yellow, but anyway, that's supposed to be the mech. And so yeah, and I think it is to scale with the minifigure. The reason why I went with the Darth Vader legs was because I'm not gonna. I can't determine how to even build the legs for those things. It is a brick built leg using clip pieces and a hinge piece to connect it to each other. And it's like, I don't know how they did that. I would like to know, but still. So yeah. And also, the winner of the poll I put up for the blasters ended up being the Star Wars blasters. So I have to give them all the lightsaber piece on it to make them look different and to have the energy effect for like to blast out the to blast the energy effect out. Let me grab one. I should have one around here somewhere. Give me 1 second. I know I had one. I saw it a second ago. So dumb. Either way, I'm not gonna look for it. I know I'm gonna find it a second later. But anyway, you know what I mean. Like lightsaber piece, any bar piece, and the energy effects, and all that. I could have them fire out. So yeah, and I'm even using the little space police gun as well, saying that okay, this is like an SMG, and all that. Putting in the Boba Fett configuration. What I wanted to do, I wanted to use this one, which is like the Clone Trooper pistol from the Clone Wars. But it has the same problem the other blasters have, in that to really connect them onto something, I'm going to have to either do this, open studs, which isn't bad, but that's not how like a gun rack looks like when you put your guns on there. Like using one of these pistols. Because the gun's hand, usually the grip is on the outside when you see, like how you see it right here. Or the gun is displayed like this on its side. It's never displayed like that. You never want pistols pointing at you. And also displaying like that, it's awkward when you grab the weapon and everything. It has to be displayed kind of like this. It's just a weird thing and all that. And I'm kind of sad I'm not going to be able to use this, because I think it actually looks pretty good on a figure. Let me give it to him. It really is like, I think they both look good, but this feels like an actual blaster. This feels more like it's a blaster with a suppressor on it. And I don't like that. And they're not supposed to be blasters with suppressors. They're supposed to be like, kind of think of an old school ray gun. Like that's the Tesla coil. The Tesla coils of Nikola Tesla. And all that. And you can see what I originally went with was kind of like this laser pistol design. Before pistol, it's too big. It's like a rifle. And all that. And it's supposed to be like the Fallout laser pistol and all that. And it's just... yeah, but it... and as much as I like it, it's like... another way I'm going to have to put it on was either like this. Which isn't bad, but it's... again, it's... or have it on display like this. Which again isn't bad. But you can see I was having trouble because that gets in the way. So I have to put the pistol itself and everything. So it's like, nah, it's just better. I think it's just like in a stop motion, I think it'll flow better for the figures to grab their rifles and all that. Though this is a prototype armor rack. I'm still working on it, trying to kind of work out the kinks. Looking at it on the size, I think it might be a little too tall. Yeah, it's a little too tall. It should be more to the ground. But again, I'm working at the kinks. I'm figuring out what it's doing. And I'm surprised that this configuration actually worked, where you had, what is it? 10 studs is equivalent to 4, like a 4x2. So that surprised me. But I think I'm going to go with a different kind of shape with that. Just because. So. Ow, upon my jaw. Well, that's all. Oh, wait. Buy my book. The Epic of Cassie's Crossroads at authorhouse.com. So, yeah, that's all. Expect a future robot. If I ever get down to it, because this took forever to make. I'm going to show you, like, how weird this thing's like structure is. Look at that. Look at all the weird pieces I had to use in order to get this thing to even remotely look the way it's supposed to. See, I'm using those modified plates with the let me remove that on. Yeah. using those modified plates and all that, just so I could be able to attach these pieces on. And the eye was a pain too, because I didn't realize for a while that the eye is just this clip piece with the red dot. They actually want you to hold on, have it like holding off on that. So anyway, thank you all very much. Tongue tied. Thank you all very much. I hope you all have a nice day. Bye bye.